Hey everybody, so I'm back again today, and this time we're going to be taking a look at some of the different sites that are built by third-party developers out there that work within the Splinterlands ecosystem. The main point of this video is going to be showing you some of the different tools to help you buy cards, to help you rent cards out, and to maybe go ahead and play your account for you. Now, one of the things to note is that all of these systems are third-party ecosystems to the Splinterlands ecosystem, and some of them have their own referral systems. So in this video, we're going to have a few more referral links for you to click on if you want to join any of these different sites that I'm going to touch base with on today. I'm also going to tell you what I use them for, give you my best practices for them, and then in the next video, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a deeper dive into the HIVE part of Splinterlands that you're going to need to understand if you're going to be within this marketplace, but we're going to touch on it a little bit today. So we've talked a little bit about Splinterlands. You know that you can buy cards here with credits, you can buy packs, you can go ahead and rent them out, you can plan to play the game, but all of that might seem a little daunting to you. Maybe, hopefully you didn't give up on us yet, because we all know that there are different ways to have things done in the crypto world. And the Splinterlands is bot agnostic. They do not ban players from using bots. They even promote the people out there who have created bots to share with the community. And there are a lot of different ecosystems also where they even have better marketplaces, in my opinion, than the Splinterlands market that we've been going to for now. Now, the first one we're going to take a look at is Peak Monsters. Now, Peak Monsters, this is the site that I use for buying cards if I want to bid for them, and for looking through the different kind of cards because they have really good filtering system. So let me show you what I mean. You can go to the Buy tab here, and you can go ahead and click a button that'll make things a lot easier for you if you're a new player. And I'm going to go down here. Let me find the button. Oh, here it is. And I'm going to click Modern. Now I'm only looking at modern cards. Then I'm going to go ahead and click here in Earth because I want to level up my Earth team. And now I'm only looking at Earth monsters. And I want to look at just Earth summoners. And I want to go ahead and take away, because I'm not a baller, I only want regular ones. And so here are the modern Earth summoners. Now I can not only look at them quickly, I can look at the different abilities of them. You could also take this off and you could go ahead and maybe compare two teams. Okay, so these are the modern summoners for water and fire. This is snappy. It works great. It's really a great system. Now, Peak Monsters does have the ability to help you rent out your cards. It has some good tools to help you go ahead and rent cards and rent them out. It's got some great dashboards with a lot of just incredible information on it. Like we can go here and you can see they'll show you transactions, how many battles are taking place. Apparently a lot of people are playing today. A lot of people were not playing yesterday. How many accounts are active, spell books, a lot of different token tracking and different kind of things. And they even have the ability for you to open lots of packs if you're someone who buys a lot of them. They have a combine feature. There's an ability for you to analyze your packs. So I can go ahead and take a look at my last 400 packs that I opened today. I did that earlier this morning on my Splinterlands stream, and they're going to tell me every card I pulled and what those cards are worth. I got pretty lucky, and I got 2 gold foils here that were worth a pretty good amount of money, and then there's just everything is going to be listed out here, and I can go to the bottom and I can see the summary here is I opened 400 packs. I got 34 of I got this, and my 400 packs were worth just about $1,000 worth of cards. 400 packs would normally cost you $1,200, so this would look like I'm a little bit under, but those packs didn't really cost me $4 per pack because I bought them with DEC at a discount, and because you get free packs when you do big buys like I did. So I feel like that opening was pretty good. It wasn't the best ever, but it was nice and solid, and right now in this down market, cards are a little bit cheaper. I think over time that number would have been more. So these are some of the powerful tools within the Peak Monsters ecosystem. I can do full breakdowns of the Peak Monsters site, but let's go ahead and show you one of the best things about this site. Now let's say you come in and you want to buy some summoners, right? So we're going to hit the summoners tab, we're going to hit modern, and we're just going to, for this example, take a look at the water team because Kelly is one of the more powerful cards. But you're like, right now you can buy them for $2.92. But what is this high bid? What is this bidding system? Oh, Peak Monsters has a way for you to bid for the card. So you can see right now somebody is trying to buy 14 cards at $2.90. But after that, the next bid is $2.86. And that's only one card. So if you wanted to save a little money, you could place a bid at about $2.85, wait for these two people to have their orders filled, and then you would be the top order. Now, because the ones that are actually for sale, the lowest one is this one at $2.92. Maybe that one's worth buying up because it's only 2 cents over the bottom bid. But then you can see they go up to $2.95 pretty quick. And if you were looking to buy a lot, they get up towards $3 pretty fast. There's some slippage there on that buying. So this card bidding system is one of the ways for you to keep your average price for a card at the level you want if you are patient and willing to go ahead and put in the bids. Now, one thing you will need to do on this system, since you are going to be buying credits, is you do need to go into your settings on this system and make sure that you change allow credits for bids. You want credits to be first, not last, because you're a credits buyer, and not a DEC buyer if you are coming from the EMP ecosystem. That will then allow you to use this system's powerful ability to make bids to go ahead and get cards cheaper and over time. An example for me right now, I need to buy a few more Yasiks, so I currently have a bid out to buy him at $23.50. There's a couple bids over me at $24, but I'm comfortable at waiting to see if I can get him at this price over the next week. As you can see, I've done this before where I wanted to buy some General Sloans at $1.32, and I was able to complete that purchase. I also bought hundreds of these other cards where I wanted to buy each one for either just over 2 pennies, but I didn't want to go to the marketplace and buy 100 cards and push that market price up. I let those cards be dumped to me by people who were willing to sell them at that price and got them over the course of a couple hours without moving the price at all, but now sucking up those cards into my ownership. So I really like this system. I use it quite a bit. I haven't done any orders recently, but I would if somebody would sell me those Yasiks. Now we're going to get into the rental tool that I use and that EMP has a referral link to, and they kind of recommend, and that is SplexGG. So SplexGG is a very interesting service for renting out your cards. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you here. Let's start with the overview. When you sign up for this account, you can link multiple different accounts. So this is my rental account. This is my main playing account, and this account is an alt account. They have a partnership with the Archmage token. We're going to talk about that as well while we're on this site. But first, let's go over the rental system. So this is my rental account. It's under my Steve Speaks HIVE account. And as you can see, it's currently earning around 6,000 DEC a day. It's got a maximum rental out of about 8,000 DEC a day. And it has about 1,600 cards on it worth around $32,000. It also explains how much DEC is currently on there, how much SPS, and how much other value I might have, and that 340 comes from the Hive power I have. Now, one of the interesting things this does for you is as you build your rental account, they charge you no fees except for taking a fee off of what you actually earn, and it's only a 10% fee. But the advantage of this is they have algorithms in the back end that go ahead and give you the most value you can get. Now, I used to try to rent cards out on my own. If you're somebody who has every single day to watch the rental market, adjust the prices of your cards, and make sure things are rented out at the best price, then you might be able to beat this bot. But if you don't, this bot does that for you. It watches the different prices. It adjusts your cards when prices move. It knows the prices that people are willing to pay sometimes. And an example is this is like 2 people might be renting out a card for like 2 DEC. but they know that a lot of people want that card, and when it comes to renting, it rents out usually at 8 DEC. Well, they'll go ahead and just list yours at 8, where if you went to the rental market and saw the lowest price, you might go, oh, I guess I have to rent mine out for 2, and then you are literally earning 400% more because this bot rented out the card for you. So giving them 10% back is not a big deal. Now, given 4 DEC per card isn't very much, but it depends on what you are renting out, and they have great tools to help you figure that out. So you can go ahead and click on this market tab. We'll let this go ahead and bounce back. And they have this great marketplace that is designed to help you decide what cards that you need to purchase for the best returns on your rentals. Now, you can see here you have the best return, return. You can kind of look at the different time frames. This is something that's good to do. I have it right now on the 3 days. This kind of shows you what's hot right now. So apparently the sniping narwhals, the albatrosses, the kelp initiatives, these are good water cards, and the new Conqueror Yasik are the hottest renting cards. You can see the water cards, like I said in my last video, Kilia is pretty popular, tend to rent really well. They have really good percentages on year-over-year return compared to price, and you can see that they have, you know, just a great set of tools for you to figure that out. But maybe you don't want to know what's hot right now. You want to know what's good for solid return. So let's change it to 14 days, and it will show us the cards that have rented out with the best over the last 14 days. Well, now we see we have the Mycelic Morphoid, we have the Mantoid, we have the Goblin Chariots, then the Albatross. So the Albatross is not only hot right now, but it's been hot for the last 14 days. So this might be a good card to go ahead and buy if it's okay with you putting $1 into a card. But maybe your budget's a little bit smaller. Well, this Mycelic Morphoid's been renting out pretty well, and it's only a 2-cent card. So that's definitely something pretty interesting. Also, they are showing you this at a 1 BCX, but maybe you don't, you know, if you wanted to change that, you can kind of look at right here, the price per BCX, and get some different ideas. See, Sinlo is the most expensive. That's actually just, oh, okay, best GF ROI. Sorry, I haven't played with these as much as I should, but here you can look at the best return for the different gold foil cards. So these ones are the best ones to look at for the different kind of returns over times and what cards you should be trying to buy to go ahead and get onto the rental system. Now let's go ahead and get back to the overview so I can show you a couple other things. The other thing is they will not only show you how much Hive power your account currently has, but how much Hive power you need to be able to run your rental account. Now, I rent out a lot of cards, right? You saw that. There's 1,636 different cards they're renting out. So they're telling me I need 409 Hive power, and at least, and they recommend 490. Now I have 680, so I'm doing okay. But you can see they advise about 30 HP for 100 cards. So do take that into account. You might not want to buy 100 Mycelic Morphoids at 2 cents, even though they rent pretty well, because you would need 30 Hive power to go ahead and have them manage those 100 cards. Whereas if you instead invested that same amount of money into just 2 or 3 cards at a different price level, then you would need a much less Hive on your account for you to actually have the bot manage your account. And the reason why you need Hive power is because within the Splinterlands ecosystem that is connected to the HIVE blockchain, transactions are free, but they use something called a resource credit. And you get resource credits based on how much Hive power your account holds. Now, we're going to do some best practices on HIVE keychain, powering up, where to get HIVE in the next video. So stay tuned for that. But for now, we're going to go a little bit more into the Archmage bot. So the Archmage bot, as you can see here, is a special token that you can buy, and we're going to cover where you can pick that up at the end of this video, and that'll lead a little bit into where you can get your Hive if you're looking ahead. But you can go ahead and see that the Archmage Battle Bot is a token that you can manage here on the Splex site because of their partnership, and it's the ability to have you play the game, have the bot play the game for you. Also, once you've linked an account to here, you can see it'll go ahead and show your ECR, your current rankings, your daily quest numbers, and it'll also tell you the how much money you earned in your last daily quest. So my last daily quest, I only earned about $2 according to them, and it also tells me that I have this much SPS and this much DEC and how much those are worth, and you know, what are my other kind of valuable things within my account. Really good summary. That's just what it shows on an account. Now, as you can see, if it has an Archmage Battle Bot, then you can get into this Archmage configuration. So the Archmage configuration, if you have one, you're going to have to go to their Discord and get whitelisted. If you do decide to do this, there will be a link to their Discord within the video, and you can go ahead and follow, you know, they have their people there that'll help you get whitelisted. And then once they're whitelisted, you've registered your account, you can come into here and you can enable the bot. You can have it claim your SPS reward every day if you want to. I actually probably should turn that on because I noticed that my poor account was not actually claiming SPS, and so I wasn't earning as much staking rewards. You can use the experimental algorithm, but only if you have an Archmage Mega token. I don't have one, so I can't actually turn this on. This might get you more wins if you decide to do that. You can ban starter cards. I went ahead and banned it because I didn't want them to use any cards that I don't have, because that hurts the rewards that I earn. You can set the minimum ECR that you play at. ECR, to understand it quickly, is how much earning power your account has. Every battle that you play within the game slows down how much money that you can earn within the game. This prevents bots from exploiting the system and playing all day. But you can tell your bot how much to play down to. Right now I have mine set at 75, but that's because I leave it at that for the start of the season. Now that we're reaching the end of the season and he's in the higher league and he can earn more for playing, I want him to play a little bit more, so I'm going to let him play down to 65. At the start of the season, when he's at his lowest league, I set this to about 80. That's kind of a trick that I use with this. Now, if you wanted the bot to stop playing when it reaches a certain rating, you could put that in here. Under the new format, you don't have to end the season in your highest league to still earn your highest rewards. So this isn't as necessary anymore. That's why I have mine set to 0. The minimum CP for when your bot is active, that is only really something that you need to worry about if you're somebody who is renting cards to play. If you are not renting cards to play, then this won't matter. One of the things you can do, though, is you can have it re-roll quests. Like my account I'm playing on, its fire cards are relatively weak, so I'm saying go ahead and re-roll the fire quest. Also, I'm going to do a little bit more information, but some of these quests are not really that good. Like I'm going to say that fatalities, it should probably re-roll, and I'm going to say disable, it should probably re-roll. And then if you could skip a team that if you decided to just not buy their cards, and then the bot will go ahead and make sure that you're not on one of those. Now there is a little bit of bad luck. You can only re-roll one time. So if it gets a fire and it re-rolls into disable, well, I'm going to be stuck with a disable quest for that day. Or if I'm on a disable and I re-roll and I get fire, well then I'm going to be stuck on a fire quest. Bot can't do anything about that. But at this point, the bot will go ahead and play my account and earn me hopefully a good amount of chest. As you can see here, my last daily quest on the bot earned me about 36 cents worth of tokens and cards. On my current quest, it only has about 3 quests. It's currently in silver 2, I believe, and its current ECR is 74.91%. I'm going to let it play a little more and try to get a little bit further along. So this kind of shows just a quick little introduction into the Splex account, which is your auto rental account, and the Archmage bot that partnered with them for an auto play account. As you can see, this place is great for managing the value of all your different accounts, renting out your cards, playing your accounts, and showing you the stats of all the different accounts that you own. So I hope that you liked this introduction into the Splinterlands ecosystem, and now we're going to go ahead and cover one more tool that is really important to know about, and this one is the Monster Market tool. So the Monster Market tool, its best thing to know about is if you're looking to just buy one card really quick and you want to get some cash back, you can do that with the Monster Market. Now, you can also do that with the Splinterlands account, so maybe this one isn't needed for you, but if you're not somebody that uses Splinterlands because you're just playing the game on your own, you're not looking to rent cards out, you're not looking to bot, then you can go ahead and use the Monster Market and you get a little bit of money back for purchasing the cards here. They have good tools for you to go ahead and take a look at these. You can then look at the price, you can go ahead and add these, and then when you cash out, you're going to see the amount of cash back that you earn. These are the sites that I use that I find are the best, but there are some others out there. I will give an honorable mention to one other botting service that is a little bit cheaper, and that is the Splintermate botting service. The Splintermate botting service is $1 per month to use, and they do have a good... let's see if I know my password. I don't. Yes, as you can see, I do have 3 accounts that are playing over here, and as you can see, they also have very good dashboards for it. Now, the reason why I like this service is because it plays just as it plays with a pretty good win percentage with cards in the lower leagues, and it seems to me that it's maybe a little bit more friendly because it does have some information for you, helping you figure out what cards are the best. Now we're going to be going over like the best cards for the different levels in a separate video, so I hope you check that one out. Here, this was just really a quick introduction into the Peak Monster site, the Splinterlands GG site, the Monster Market, and the Splintermate site. Now, all of these have referral systems, so for the ones that do, there will be links below, and make sure you take advantage of them as they are the links to support the EMP team. Thank you, and goodbye.